Imagine finding a treasure chest buried in the sands of time, revealing secrets that could transform your understanding of existence. In 1945, a group of workers in Egypt stumbled upon a treasure trove of early Christian texts. Among these was the Gospel of Thomas, a collection of sayings attributed to Jesus that challenge conventional beliefs and offer profound insights into manifestation, consciousness, and oneness. Today, we'll explore the discovery, content, and profound teachings of the Gospel of Thomas, and how its lost knowledge can be relevant to us today. It was a seemingly ordinary day in 1945 when workers near Nag Hammadi, Egypt, made an extraordinary discovery. As they dug into the earth, they unearthed a large jar containing 13 leather-bound manuscripts. These texts, dating back to the early Christian era, held within them 48 separate works, almost all of which were Gnostic in nature. Gnosticism teaches that salvation comes through mystical knowledge, and one of these manuscripts, the Gospel of Thomas, is particularly intriguing. Unlike the canonical Gospels, the Gospel of Thomas does not recount the life of Jesus, but instead offers 114 sayings attributed to him. These sayings emphasize the power within each individual and the interconnectedness of all life. These are the secret words which Jesus, the living one, spoke, and Didymus Judas Thomas wrote down. Whoever finds the interpretation of these sayings will not taste death. The key to these teachings lies not in the words themselves, but in their interpretation. They challenge us to look within and discover the divine power we all possess. But why are these teachings not widely known? Why were they excluded from the modern Bible? To understand this, we must go back to the 4th century. In the year 325 AD, the early Christian Church, under Emperor Constantine, made a series of decisions that would shape the future of Christianity. In an effort to unify the faith, they compiled what we now know as the Bible, but this process involved significant editing. At least 45 books were either removed or heavily altered, including the Gospel of Thomas. The church leaders believed that these teachings on inner power and personal divinity were not necessary for the Bible's message. The Gospel of Thomas, unlike many Gnostic texts, lacks references to an evil demiurge or eons. Instead, it presents sayings of Jesus, paralleling the New Testament Gospels but with notable differences. For example, Thomas 96 states, "The kingdom of the Father is like a certain woman. She took a little leaven, concealed it in some dough, and made it into large loaves." While Matthew 13 verse 33 reads, "The kingdom of heaven is like yeast that a woman took and mixed in with 3 measures of flour until all of it was leavened." These parallels suggest the Gospel of Thomas might be an independent source of Jesus' sayings or influenced by the canonical Gospels. The Gospel of Thomas, seen as controversial, taught that the kingdom of God is a state of consciousness with divine power residing within each individual. This idea threatened the established church's authority, leading to the suppression of such texts and the loss of their teachings for centuries. Despite their exclusion, the teachings of the Gospel of Thomas have survived and continue to resonate with us today. These ancient words align with many spiritual traditions that emphasize the power of thought and emotion in shaping our reality. The Gospel of Thomas reminds us that the kingdom of God is not an external place but a state of being within each of us. The kingdom is inside of you and it is outside of you. When you come to know yourselves, then you will become known, and you will realize that it is you who are the sons of the living Father. These words echo the principles of the law of attraction and modern consciousness studies, suggesting that we have the power to manifest our own reality. In a world where many feel disconnected and powerless, the Gospel of Thomas offers a message of hope and empowerment. It bridges the gap between ancient wisdom and contemporary practices, reminding us that we are all connected and capable of profound change. Let's delve deeper into some of these sayings and their meanings. In verse 3, Jesus says, If those who lead you say to you, "See, the kingdom is in the sky," then the birds of the sky will precede you. If they say to you, "It is in the sea," then the fish will precede you. Rather, the kingdom is inside of you and it is outside of you. When you come to know yourselves, then you will become known, and you will realize that it is you who are the sons of the living Father. But if you will not know yourselves, you dwell in poverty, and it is you who are that poverty. This teaching underscores the consequences of believing that power is outside the individual. If you think that power belongs to someone or something else, then that entity will have control over your life. However, when you realize the divine power within yourself, you can live in an ascended and enriched way. You literally manifest your outside circumstances from within. Verse 27 further illustrates this concept. If you do not fast from the world, you will not find the Father's domain. This suggests that turning away from worldly distractions and focusing on inner spiritual development is essential to experiencing divine reality. In verse 50, Jesus says, "If they say to you, 'Where did you come from?' say to them, 'We came from the light,' the place where the light came into being on its own accord and established itself and became manifest through their image. If they say to you, 'Is it you?' say, 'We are its children, we are the elect of the living Father.' If they ask you, 'What is the sign of your Father in you?' say to them, 'It is movement and repose.'" The term light here represents the origin of humans, the divine consciousness manifested in physical form. It lives through us as activity and awareness. In verse 77, Jesus said, "It is I who am the light which is above them all. It is I who am the all. From me did they all come forth, and unto me did they all extend. Split a piece of wood, and I am there. Lift up the stone, and you will find me there." This verse explains that the one consciousness, the divine presence, lives within everything. It emphasizes the omnipresence of the divine in all things. Finally, in verse 113, his disciples asked him, "When will the kingdom come?" Jesus said, "It will not come by waiting for it. It will not be a matter of saying, 'Here it is,' or 'There it is.' Rather, the kingdom of the Father is spread out upon the earth, and men do not see it." This profound statement reminds us that the divine kingdom is already here, within and around us. It is not something to be awaited, but something to be realized and experienced now. Modern science, particularly in the fields of quantum physics and consciousness studies, supports these ancient teachings. The concept that we can influence reality through our thoughts and emotions aligns with the principles of quantum mechanics, which suggests that consciousness plays a fundamental role in shaping the universe. The Gospel of Thomas serves as a bridge between ancient wisdom and contemporary practices. It reminds us that we have always had the power within ourselves to create the lives we desire. This power is not an external force, but an intrinsic part of our being. This understanding is not unique to Christianity. Similar concepts can be found in many spiritual traditions. In Buddhism, the practice of mindfulness and the understanding of interconnectedness echo these teachings. In Hinduism, the idea of Atman, or the inner self as part of the universal Brahman, resonates with the message of the Gospel of Thomas. The message of the Gospel of Thomas is one of unity and empowerment. It calls us to recognize the divine within ourselves and others, to see beyond the illusion of separation, and to embrace the interconnectedness of all life. This perspective fosters compassion, understanding, and a deep sense of belonging. The rediscovery of the Gospel of Thomas and other Gnostic texts challenges us to reevaluate our spiritual beliefs and practices. It invites us to explore the depths of our inner world and to reclaim the knowledge that has been lost or suppressed over the centuries. As we integrate these teachings into our lives, we begin to see the world differently. We understand that our thoughts and emotions are powerful tools for creating our reality. We recognize that the divine is not distant but present within us, guiding and supporting us on our journey. Imagine a world where everyone understands and embraces their inner power. A world where we all realize that we are co-creators of our reality, capable of manifesting our dreams and aspirations. This is the vision that the Gospel of Thomas offers us. The Gospel of Thomas remains one of the most significant discoveries in the study of early Christianity. It challenges our understanding of Jesus' teachings and offers a glimpse into the diverse beliefs of early Christian communities. We hope you learned something new today. If you did, give this video a like and share it with your friends. You can share with us what you know by leaving a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more informative and entertaining content. Thank you so much and see you next time.